Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Let's go now.
Rivers now. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now a 2nd and 10. Rivers to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0. On the scoreboard because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Hut, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
Love now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And it's Tommy Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack. On 4th down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt. The deep to return is Josh Downs. This is taken at the 18. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here we go.
Richardson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready? Ready, ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
15 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Hey. Cougar 19. Ready?
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field. Well, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Down at the 26. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Ready.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 2.
Come on. Set. Huh?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. DJ Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And they'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
First and 10.
White. Here we go. Hut.
Now Love. Here's a short throw, caught by Wiley. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's first and goal. Here's Jacobs. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Now here's second and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Green Bay. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Packers 7, Broncos nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A loss of 8 yards. Brings up second and 11.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. On the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good.
They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Broncos.
And the Broncos first down.
Go.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Packers on top. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Forced to his right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Ready up. Set.
Love to throw it on first down. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here we go. Black 40. Ready?
We'll go play action with Love. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
A gain of 17 yards.
A gain there of 17. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Love. Rolling right. The second down throw is incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Here's a third and 10.
Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This one from 47 yards out. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. On the return, here's Mims. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
16 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. Exiting the pocket right. A throw on the move is caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
So it's 3rd down, and it just seems clear that he's just trying to do anything to keep the drive alive. But even though you're trying to keep the punt team off the field, you just can't be careless and reckless. And that's really what he ended up being, Mike. And defense takes advantage and takes it back to the house.
McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Broncos nothing. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
On the double.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, Tex.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. A pickup of 17. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
There, ready.
Love now on 1st and 10. Fires right away, but incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. 45, White. Fight, set.
Back to the air. Love. Lasers this one deep down the middle. This is brought in at the 15. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
On the ready.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Love. He's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up.
Let's cut. Go. Yellow, 43. Hut.
Love out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Vacates quickly left side. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. This is thrown towards a defender instead, man. He's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
1st down from the 42.
Let's go now.
Handoff here to Jacobs. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
At the Texans' 35-yard line.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Here we ready.
They stick with Jacobs. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Set.
Play action, Love. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
Set. Hut. Set. Hut.
Shotgun now for Love. And he's got it. It's in close. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Texans nothing. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Smith on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10. First give on the ground. It's Woody Morris. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver that time. So that brings them to 3rd down.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
All right.
From the gun, Marks gets it. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. No gain on the run, so they're left with 4th and 7.
3 plays there, no. It's 4th down.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. And from their own side of the field, they're going to risk it here on 4th. Stroud's going to throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
2 yards on
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Down. Ready. Go. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
Love now off the play action. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Yellow. 43. Ready.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Jacobs has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Here. Set.
Love from the gun. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 20-zip lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
All right.
From the gun, Stroud. Escapes the pocket. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. So 2nd and 6 awaits on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lambeau after this. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go. 118. Two-jet.
Up the middle, it's Marks. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Here we go.
He'll air it out on 3rd. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Giving an 18-yard pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
All right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
To Christian Kirk. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff to Marks. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Offense to the line fast. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Catch made by Woody Marks. And they get this down to the 28. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Stroud to throw on 1st down. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Here we go. 118. 11.
To the air, Stroud. Finds his back, Marks. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Looking inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds before he's going to make anything of that effort, partner. Going to be a loss of it. Looks like about 1 on 1st down.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Buys time, rolling right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
19 Texans.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. This connects with Schultz. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get their first points of this game just before halftime. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Set.
Thrown on first down. Love. Forced out to his right. Rolling and takes it. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. They'll pitch it to Jacobs. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Ready.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
To the air with Love. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Texans do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Brendan McManus to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10.
All right.
Throwing is Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Back to the air they go on second. Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers get the football back at the 30 after that interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Mega. Come on, set. 10 black. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Turning to Jacobs on third. And he gets him 5, but still ways short of that line of gain. So here comes fourth down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
McManus sends it through. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Texans take over first and 10 at
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Completed to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a pocket. Go get a completion. We're at a premium in this league.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. First down, Stroud. This one's to Kirk out left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense up to the line fast. On 2nd down, Morris. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Offense in the hurry up here.
7-yard gain. And the Texans.
First down throw by Stroud. Hits his running back. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And that's good for a new set of downs.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Looking quickly here. From the red zone on 1st. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches.
At the Packers' 1-yard line.
Ow, what's that? 18. What's that?
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans make it an 11-point ball game.
Texans 13.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
6, Madden, ready?
Here's Love to throw. Kraft has it. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Marks. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
All right.
Shotgun now for Stroud. This one falls incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Here we go.
Desperation time here on 4th. This is reeled in downfield by Schultz. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
And the Texans first down. 24-yard gain.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10.
And the Texans first down.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
28-yard gain. First down, Texans.
19 Texans.
Again, Stroud. He's got a man left. It's inside the 10. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's another Texans.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Gets marks on the handoff. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
It's caught. And he can't take the completion across. Defense on him fast and bringing him down to deny the 2-point conversion. Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Ready, set.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Cut.
Give to Jacobs from the pistol. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Down, set.
Now Love on the play fake. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers with a comfortable 12-point lead. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Let's go now.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has his man. It stops. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set, cut.
From the gun, it's a get to Jacobs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Or equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Third and long for him here. It's cut right side by Watson. Looks great initially, but he is short of that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the fourth down. Final timeout called by the Texans. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. Fourth down, here's Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he won't escape. They converge on him, driving backwards after that catch. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over until it's over.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Hey, 19 tech, 19, okay.
Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. A sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Desperation time here. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Edger and Cooper
See ya.
takes it away.
Wouldn't want to be ya.
Okay, that's just one of those situations. It is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
Design quarterback run here. So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing, and the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ballgame.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd, but you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.